Have you ever loved someone so deeply that their absence felt like a void that could never be filled? Has this connection consumed your thoughts, rattled your emotions, and tested your very understanding of what love truly is? If so, you may be walking the profound yet challenging twin flame path. This is not just any connection, it is the meeting of two souls who are meant to mirror, transform, and elevate each other. But what most do not realize is that the path to twin flame union is not about fairy tales or perfect endings. It is a path of fire, forged by trials, tears, and lessons that no other connection could teach you. It demands that you rise into the fullness of who you are before you can stand in union together. This is why every twin flame journey is marked by tests, soul-level challenges that shape you, break you open, and ultimately prepare you for the kind of love that transcends lifetimes. These tests are not meant to push you apart. They are meant to prepare you. You may feel them as storms in your heart, shaking you to your core, but they are there to clear away all that no longer serves you. They will ask you to surrender, to face your shadows, and to love in ways you never thought possible. And until these tests are passed, the union you seek will remain just out of reach. In this video, we will explore the 3 crucial tests that every twin flame pair must pass before their sacred union can take place. By understanding these challenges, you will not only deepen your awareness of the journey but also prepare yourself to pass them with grace, courage, and an open heart. Number 1. The test of surrender, letting go of control. In the beginning, the twin flame connection feels like the universe gifting you a love so pure it almost doesn't seem real. And then, like a cruel twist of fate, separation often follows. Suddenly, the person who felt like home can feel a million miles away, and you are left questioning everything. Why are they running? Why does this hurt so much? And the ego whispers, what can I do to fix this? This is where the first test begins. The test of surrender. As the divine feminine, you may feel the urge to hold on tighter, to chase, to analyze every word or silence, as if control could stop the pain. But control is the very thing you must release. The twin flame connection does not respond to force or desperation, it demands trust. It requires you to surrender completely to the timing and will of the universe. Surrender is not giving up. It is letting go of the illusion that you can orchestrate this connection. It is stepping back and saying, I trust this journey. I trust that what is meant for me will find me, in its perfect time. To surrender is to allow your soul to breathe, to heal, and to focus inward. It is to release the need to know what comes next and instead, allow yourself to become. You may resist this test at first because surrender feels like free falling, but when you let go, you discover something incredible. The universe is holding you. It is only in surrender that the energetic dynamic between you and your twin flame begins to shift. The chasing stops. The desperation softens. And you realize that separation is not a punishment, it is a preparation. Number 2. The mirror test, facing your shadows. There comes a moment in every twin flame journey when the love you feel no longer feels purely beautiful. It becomes raw, revealing, and at times, excruciating. The person who once made you feel so alive now triggers parts of you that you didn't even know existed. Old wounds resurface, insecurities flare, and you find yourself looking into a mirror that reflects not only your light but also your deepest shadows. This is the mirror test, and it is the heart of the twin flame journey. Your twin flame is your divine mirror, reflecting back to you the parts of yourself you have long ignored, the wounds you carry, the fears you hide, and the limiting beliefs that keep you small. If you have abandonment wounds, they will come to the surface. If you struggle with unworthiness, your twin flame's actions will make you feel it deeply. It is not because they want to hurt you, it is because their soul is helping you heal. Facing your shadows is not easy. You may feel anger, sadness, or blame toward your twin flame. You may ask, why are they doing this to me? But the truth is, they are not doing it to you, they are doing it for you. They are showing you what still needs to be healed. This test requires radical self-honesty. It asks you to sit with your pain instead of running from it. It asks you to release old versions of yourself so that you can rise into the person you were always meant to be. When you begin to heal your wounds, the connection changes. It softens. It deepens. Because healing yourself is the key to healing the dynamic between you and your twin flame. Number 3. The test of unconditional love, loving beyond conditions. Perhaps the most sacred and final test is that of unconditional love. By this point in the journey, you have surrendered control and faced your shadows, but now the universe asks you, can you love without expectation? Can you love your twin flame as they are, without needing them to be anything different? This is where many struggle because conditional love is all we have ever known. We are taught to love with if and when. I will love you if you come back to me. I will love you when you stop running. But twin flame love is not ordinary love, it is divine love. It requires you to love them in their wholeness, with all their imperfections and all their wounds, even when they cannot yet love you back in the same way. Unconditional love does not mean tolerating mistreatment. It does not mean losing yourself for their sake. Instead, it means holding space for their journey while honoring your own. It means loving them so deeply that you release the need to possess them. You trust that they are walking their path, just as you are walking yours, and that love does not need to cling, it simply is. When you embody this love, something profound happens. You free yourself. You free them. The energy between you becomes lighter, purer, and more aligned. Union becomes not a need but a divine inevitability, because when two souls learn to love without condition, they are ready to come together as one. At this point, you may be wondering why the universe would make a connection so beautiful feel so painful. But you must understand, this is not about pain, it is about transformation. Your twin flame journey is not here to break you, it is here to awaken you. These tests are sacred initiations, stripping away everything that is false so that only the truth of your soul remains. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. Prepared for a love so pure, so divine, that it cannot exist within ego or fear. Prepared to stand in union, not as two broken souls seeking completion, but as two whole beings who choose each other freely, from a place of love and purpose. The twin flame path is not for the faint of heart. It will test you, stretch you, and ask you to let go of everything you thought love was. But in return, it will give you something far greater, a love that transcends time, space, and human limitations. So, as you walk this path, I ask you, are you willing to surrender? Are you willing to face your shadows? Are you willing to love without condition? If you are, then trust this, you are already passing the tests. You are already walking toward union, one step, one lesson, and one transformation at a time. Your twin flame is not separate from you. They are within you, in every heartbeat and every breath. Trust the journey, trust the timing, and trust that when you have passed these tests, your union will come, not as a fleeting moment, but as the eternal love it was always meant to be.